ulti.TV.
Good morning and welcome to day 3 of the 2013 Australian Ultimate Championships here from Bendigo. We're here on the sideline of Head to State versus Magon in the quarterfinal. Head to State already up 1-0. David Knight with the pull, sends it long and deep. Ibrahim catches the pull. Over to Hamilton. Hos coming down with the zone, back to Ibrahim in the middle. Magon working it quickly through the middle there. Close to the sideline, about 50 from goal now. Injury called there by Mark Hamilton there, rolled his ankle a touch. Play stops, but we think he's fine to continue. Roach Bowen on the mark. And there's a crash. Hammers across the field. Nicely done to Ken DeKenna. Back to Hamilton. The three handles working well. Not much movement happening up the field. I think they're just waiting for it to break through the cut before they make their move. Blocked there by Cowan. Hammer over the top to the waiting on the wing. They're free now. Adder and Neil with the disc. Back to Ibrahim. Back to Neil. Neil wants something upfield. He's got the safe option back. Hammer's just over the top to Zeb Fishman. Fishman back to Hamilton. Hamilton out wide to Aaron Neal again, who's worked well across the field there. Hammer's across the field. Only just caught up there by Ken. Foul called on the throw. Disc coming back. I think a few players stopped because they thought that disc might have been down. The disc was called. This was called down by heads of state, but the Diekma's disagreeing. He thinks he had it up, so the disc will come back to Aaron Neal on the sideline. Magon brought it close to the near sideline, probably about 30 from goal. Hos sticking with their zone. We've got a slight breeze going from left to right. From right to left of your screen. Probably not enough to affect the throws too much at this level of play. Hamilton, big hammer across the field there to Diekma. Back across to Hamilton. Magon working, using the whole width of the field quite well. Ibrahim looks to crash through. Option's been shut down. Fishman back to Hamilton. Back in, plenty of pressure on the catch there. Another hammer over the top to Diekma. Ibrahim now, middle of the field. Dishes up to Hamilton. Back out to Fishman. Magon content just to work it with short passes here, finding the gaps. Swing back out to Diekma. Into Ibrahim. Bid there from Declan Frey. Magon working up quickly. 15 from goal now. Another big hammer over the top to Diekma. It's got a bit of time, but opts to swing it back around to Hamilton. Hamilton pushes it infield to Aaron Neal, who's worked well this point, using the whole width of the field. Hammer across. Diekma on his knees to pick it up to Ibrahim. Ibrahim working well here. Diekma out to Hamilton. To Fishman. Across to Aaron Neal. About 2 metres from goal now. Hos sticking with the zone. Swing out to Ibrahim. Ibrahim to Diekma. Back to Ibrahim. They're content just to take their time with the disc here, Magon. They don't want to take many risks this early game. Hamilton. Diekma. Right on the goal line there. Wants to punch it in. Hasn't got any options up. Over the top, looking for Aaron Neal's. Well up in the air. And David Knight there contests, but Aaron Neal comes down with it. Score is 1-1. Magon hand up, ready to pull. Beautiful sunny weather here today. Expecting the top of 24 degrees. I'd say it's already 20 degrees, close to. Magon with the pull. Nice high floaty pull. Going to land near sideline. Caught by Wise. That's to Shepherd. Magon come down with man-on-man. Hos running with Hos on the zone. Maroney. Philippe to Shepherd. Plenty of movement coming from the stack, but Shepherd doesn't like any of it. Back to Maroney. Maroney to Fliviotis. Good bid there. Puts it upfield. Bit high for Tim Wise. Beautiful lead there by Alan McFarlane. Too tall for Wise there. Puck goes up looking for Adam Lathine. Big layout, and he's got it. Magon 2-1. Magon up an early break. Lachlan Robinson ready to pull. Puts it up high and floating and land pretty much right on the goal line. Andrew Barr catches the pull into Shepherd. Liviotis going along. Shepherd puts it up high and floating. Plenty of Magon players there, but Liviotis can't quite come down with it. Just tipped out there by Andrew Neal. Neal out to Barneville. To Robertson. Robertson on his own. Completely unmarked. Puts it up high and floaty. Plenty of players under it. Oh, can't quite come down with it. Gross and Moroni to knock it down. Shepherd restarts play quickly. Swings out to Andrew Barr. Into Claviotis. This is into Shepherd. Head to state, just want the long goal here. Claviotis. Not many options coming. Puts it out to Moroni. Moroni out to Shepherd. Into Claviotis, about 35 from goal. Puts it up, looking for Philippe. And he comes down with it, nice and easy. 2-all. Two-all here in this quarterfinal matchup. With the O-line again. Hos with a strong D-line. Wouldn't be surprised if they run a zone again. Overnight with a flat pull. Probably going to land close to the brick mark. Caught by Ibrahim. Out to Hamilton. They're going to be content just to keep moving. Just wait for the brakes to open up rather than try and force anything through it. Ibrahim with the disc. Out to Hamilton. Magon with the win this point. Should be easy for him. Lee with a great bid. Can't quite get to it. Ibrahim to Hamilton. Ibrahim goes through to Aaron Neal, who positions himself beautifully. Hammer over the top to Ethan Taylor. About 20 from goal. Into Dekma. Ibrahim. Big swing out wide to Aaron Neal. Working hard again at this point, working both sides of the field as a mid. There's very few options on this near side of the field. There's just one hanging out in the back of the end zone. Hos are wary of him, but he's opened up space well. Dekma, big floating flick. Cowan goes up on top of Ibrahim. This goes to ground. Lockhart into Frey. To Welsh Bowen. Working it quickly. Cowan, 35 from goal, middle of the field. Swings out wide to Knight. Knight to Lockhart. We're clogging in the space there. Plenty of people coming up the line. Puts it out, floating to Austin. Austin, middle of the field with a great bid. 25 from goal. Knight working again. Gets it upfield, 3 from goal. And after Welsh Bowen. Hos get the break back. And we're at 3-2. Knight with the pull. Hos running down hard on the zone. Like to try and get the early break, Hos, and then maintain control of the game. Wise running down hard on the pull. From back in the end zone. Out to Gibson. To Fishman. Fishman, hammer over the top. Back in field to Gibson. Over on the throw. Magon now 35 from goal. And foul on the mark there on Hamilton by Andrew Moroni. No contest on that one. We're starting to pick up a bit, and Magon is starting to take a few more risks. Another crossfield hammer to Ethan Taylor. Up the line. Intentful to the dump. Good bid by Hamilton to pick that up. Hamilton midfield to Ibrahim. Hamilton and Ibrahim playing a relatively conservative game and going through the middle. It's just the hammers over the top, the only risks they're taking at the moment. Looking just to dish it up and break through that zone just with forward momentum. Breaks through there to Hamish Gibson and lines to take it to Kima. Back to Hamilton. Fishman. Big hammer over the top again. It might be a bit too far. And it's put down by Ethan Taylor. Very difficult throw to catch that one. So head to state with the restart. 35 from goal. Wise. To Welsh Bowen. He puts it low, but Welsh Bowen gets to the ground and gets it. Into Austin. Austin puts it down. Ibrahim looking for the half flick on to man, it looks like now, at the state. Into Hamilton, coming back in the zone now. Seems to be working for him so far. Hamilton out to Aaron Neal. Aaron Neal right on the sideline, puts it in field to Gibson. Gibson out wide to Dakima. Dakima into Fishman, puts it up long and floaty to Gibson. Catches it all on his own. And it is now 3-all. 3-all, Magon with the downwind pull. Wind is definitely picked up now, so it's probably about 15-20k going from right to left. Big, tall, floaty pull. Coming down sharp into the near sideline, right in the end zone. Weiss with the pickup. Inboard to Shepherd. Magon sticking with man. Hos look for the horizontal zone. Big bit there. Ashcroft gets to it. Wise right on the sideline. Looking a bit forward to Shepherd. Physical mark there from Magon player from Wise out to Cleviatis. Still on their own goal line. Finding it hard to find an upfield shot. Shepherd and Joshi. Last door count. Throws on 8 to Brendan Ashcroft. Ashcroft right on the line, looking for his start. Board to Cleviatis, about 50 from goal. Carlos Gross working hard this point, plenty of out and in cuts. Wants a long shot, but now looks in board for the dump. Gets the follow up, dish. Keeps going. Gross swings it out. Bit of a wobbly pass, but gets there to Shepherd. Into Cleviatis. In the middle of Ashcroft, out to Shepherd. Shepherd through the middle to Gross. And puts it up into Brendan Ashcroft. 4-3 to head to state. Light with the pull. Long and flat, aiming for the near sideline to really make him work out. Great pull. It's backfire in their end zone. Ibrahim calls it out. Just rolled out, so I'll start from right on the goal line. About 2 metres infield. Ibrahim quick hammer over the top to, I think that's Taylor over there. Back to Ibrahim, to Hamilton. Hamilton, not many options, has to go back to Ibrahim. Ibrahim with a big swing out to Deacon. Back into Hamilton. Still in their own end zone, Magon. Plenty of pressure on from Hos in their jump zone. Ibrahim. Back to Deacon. Could be doing that. Big hammer over the top to Aaron Neal. Aaron Neal puts it up to Hamilton. They're finally out of their own end zone. Aaron Neal across to Ibrahim. Very few options happening upfield. They're content just to go back and forth across the field. Ibrahim again. Continuing this. Dekma. Not even looking upfield, just looking to go straight back to the middle. Upfield seems to be the second option there. Hamilton is more content to take a few risks. Into Ibrahim. Ibrahim looking to break through with forward momentum. Throws to Fishman. Fishman wasn't ready for that. Lockhart with a restart. 15 from goal to Austin. Austin into a vertical stack. No mark on Austin. Content to take his time into Lockhart. Lockhart about 8 metres from goal. Plenty of movement in the stack. Lockhart doesn't lock any of it. Goes back to Austin. And with breakthrough over the top of Declan Frey. And Hos gets a break up. 5-3 to head to state. Head to state zone working well for them there. They're content just to make the Magon handles working amongst them. And just eventually wait for the stray throw, wait for them to take a risk. So far, their turns have come off Hannah's. So I think head to state not too busy putting pressure on the throw, but more just putting pressure on any of their upfield options. Knight with the pull, hangs in the wind for a while. We'll get to about the brick mark. Hard running down, gets pressure on the disc early. Running with the zone again. Hammer out to Hamilton. And ball to Aaron Neal on his own. A big hammer across the field to Diekma. And Magon strike back straight away to make it 5-4. Magon with the pull. Pulling upwind. Robinson with the pull. Gets it to the brick mark. Both teams consistent with their pulling today. Wise to Shepherd. Into Cleviotis. Dishes up to Wise. Looking for the long shot, but back into Cleviotis to Ashcroft. Ashcroft takes his time. Puts a shot upfield looking for Shepherd, but doesn't quite come out right. Puts it far for Ollie Shepherd, and Magon will start with a 64 from goal. Tom Young to start with the disc. Right on the sideline, 64 from goal. Working hard to fake him out, but puts it in there for one goal, 65 from goal. Into Golden Farley. Gets the disc back the second time. Let's just stay with their zone again. It's working well for them. To Tom Young. And to Andrew Neal. Again, Tom Young in McFarlane. Again, Magon content just to work it with plenty of short passes, short throws, short cuts. Not taking any big risks against his zone. Coming out to Robinson. He throws it straight no on Shepherd. A bit too far out for Young. Shepherd with this 25 from goal. Into Cleviotis. A foul on the mark there. Stephen Brown. Uncontested call. Players just restart setting back to where they were. Andrew Barr all on his own on the break side. This restarts. Clevius hits Barr. Almost puts it out of his reach. Barr actually never to get to it. Into Joshy. Looking to the swing, goes inboard to Ashcroft. Again puts it low, but Ashcroft gets to it. And breakthrough out to Cleviotis. The Hos' 6th goal. Puts him up 6-4. To stay with the pull. Not pulling well today. It's hard pulling. The wind has definitely picked up in the last few points, so it's hard and hard to try and win. Ibrahim to Hamilton. Hamilton puts it long and high. The DK's there with position. It's content just to let it sail out the back of the end zone. Plenty of other quarter-final action going on at the moment. We have Colony Plunder up 7-1 on the Fishwick United at the moment. Colony Pillage up 6-2. And Hot Chili up on Firestone 6-2. Nice to pick up the desk and restart. 64 from goal. Lockhart wants a yellow shot. Moretti just puts it up. A bit wobbly, a bit short, but Lockhart positions well. Catches it. About 20 from goal. Welch Bowen puts it out wide, but too far for Lee. Ibrahim restarting quickly from the sideline, about 45 from goal. Inboard to Hamilton. Hamilton in the middle to Gibson. Puts it out wide and big layup block from Stu Austin. He anticipated that well and lost himself at the right moment. Plenty of support for Stu Austin on the sidelines. Knight puts a beautiful flick up, looking for Lockhart, sailing, and Lockhart comes down with it. He really likes that one. His teammates get on the field to surround him. That's another break for Heads of State, and they are up 7-4. Magon called the timeout there, trying to steer the ship. Both teams quite reserved in the timeout, keeping a lid on things, not getting too excited. Knight with the pull again. Downwind this time. Puts it deep in their own end zone. And Tom Young misjudges it and rolls out the back. Yeah, Heads of State running down for their zone again. It's working well. With Welsh Bowen on the mark, Declan Frey, Jared Cowan and Victor Chan running it. Magon with their secondary air unit. Andrew Neal to Tom Young into Ken Dekma. Looks to dish back, but Dekma's stuck in this again. Hammers over the top to Mark Hamilton. To Andrew Neal. Of course, when I say secondary, all I mean is that Sharif Ibrahim's off the field. Big grab by Aaron Neal over the top. Puts it out long to Mark Hamilton, who anticipated that catch and went long early. Andrew Neal. Back to Aaron Neal. Across to Tom Young. Hard backhand outside to Ken Dekma. Tom back in the middle. Tom Young. Into Alan McFarlane. To Ken Dekma. It's a hammer over the top again to Tom Young, who takes it early. Puts it out to Mark Hamilton. Back to Young, about 30 from goal. Andrew Neal to Dekma. Back into Andrew Neal. Wants to go through the middle. Looking for Alan McFarlane, just hanging back over the middle there. Dekma breaks it through the middle to McFarlane. McFarlane out wide to Hamilton, but he goes a bit too high for him and sails out wide. McFarlane disappointed himself in that. Probably finding it a little too much. Could have made it a bit more direct going upwind, since the wind was always going to pick it up. Nothing in here blocking the wind. It's flat as far as the eye can see. To Wise. Into Austin. Austin, big, long, flat backhand looking for Welsh Bowen. Welsh Bowen ahead of McFarlane. And Welsh Bowen runs in, takes it easy, and celebrates accordingly. That's another one for Hos. 8-4. Stayed very much up and about. Up by 4 goals. Looking to take this one to take half. Right with the pull again. This one a bit shorter, but putting it out to the sideline to give his give the zone a bit of an advantage. Aaron Neal. Over the top to Dekma. Playing well, positioning himself well every point, but keeping his throws well contained to what he knows. Fishman puts it down as Aaron Neal comes through. Cowan with the disc. Physical mark there, but Cowan plays no mind. Chuck Lee. Short to Ashcroft. Ashcroft puts it a bit too wide for Josie Phillip. He was going to miss with the early huck, but Ashcroft there to shut it down. Aaron Neal into Aaron Neal. Right on the sideline, about 35 from goal. Not many options forthcoming. Puts it out the back to Hamilton. Hamilton not getting moved quickly. Big hammer over the top to Hamish Gibson. Gibson hangs on to it for now. And board to Fishman, about 10 from goal. Fishman out the back to Hamilton. Swing out to Andrew Neal. And board to Dekma. Dekma puts it across. And Magon get the nice easy goal to make the score 8-5. Robinson with the ball. Puts a bit more blade on it. Gets it to the red mark. Shepherd takes his time to pick up. Content just to wait for the ball to come to him. Short to Wise. Wise taking his time. Puts it long and flat to Caliviotis. Catches a 15 from goal. Out wide to Welsh Bowen. Welsh Bowen looking for Caliviotis again, but can't get the throw over the top of McFarlane. Puts it just over the top to Owen. Clever little throw there. Shepherd was being face marked. Out wide to Wise. Wise were on the sideline, about 20 from goal. Reef's dump. Puts it up the line to Shepherd. A couple of metres from goal. Right in the corner. Hammer over the top to Welsh Bowen. It takes a beautiful one-handed grab. And head to state, take half, 9-5. Second half underway, head to state on defence with about 27 minutes of game time remaining. But still enough time for Magon to catch up, but they will need to work. Young catches the pull. To Andrew Neal. Andrew Neal through the middle to Hamish Gibson. It's back, Andrew Neal for this. It's an effort, Tom Young, who just gets to it. Good effort there. Magon still content just to work his own round. Also not working particularly hard. They're more worried about just recovering the advancing passes, also the dump swings. Andrew Neal has to give go. So hammer from wide to Aaron Neal. Goes for it. Puts it up very high and floating. Aaron Neal does his best to keep it in play, but lands out of bounds. Stu Austin with the restart. 33 from goal. Up to 9. Good up the line car. Very risky there. Plenty of players around. Lockhart puts it out wide to Welsh Bowen, right on the goal line. Puts it up over the top to Declan Frey. And Heads of State could not have started the second half in better fashion by getting the turn and goal to go up 10-5. State with the pull. Magon really needs to lift their offense here. Start taking a few more risks against Head to State zone. In State zone, they've kicked it up a notch this half, but still not particularly intense. There's definitely got more in them, so Magon really need to step up. Hamilton with the disc. Everything back on the field now. Right gets the dish. Brings it through the middle. Ibrahim catches the D from Victor Tran. Very lucky there. Ibrahim. That puts the hammer, but rounds it right in the middle of the field. Great field position there to stay here. Content just to walk to it and set it up. Set up with a horizontal stack. About 40 from goal. Puts the forehand up, but falls way short of his intended target. Hamilton catches this, puts it up high. Looking for Aaron. He catches it over the top of Dave Knight. And that is the spark that Magon needed. 10-6 to Heads of State. Magon with their D-line on. Heads of State throwing downwind. Andrew Neal with the pull. High floaty. It's probably just beyond the brick mark. With the pull. Shepherd with the touch. Cleviotis working very, very hard in the middle today. Into Josh Phillip. Looks to the dish. Moss playing very aggressive content to move quickly up the field with big gains. Shepherd with the break into Cleviotis. Not too many options happening, but Heads stay working hard. Shepherd out to Wise. Wise shot to Cleviotis. Wants it big. Comes into Owen. Owen Shepherd. Recipient of this year's Rob Hancock Award for his services to Ultimate. Phillip to Cleviotis. Dishes up over the top to Phillip. There was a call there made in the play. I think it might have been a pick. They're arguing, discussing over whether it affected the play or not. But Lachlan Robson made a big bit on Cleviotis' throw there, but Cleviotis popped it up over the top to Phillip. So I think that this is going to remain with Phillip right on Heads of State's goal line with no mark on. Dishes it to Carlos Gross for Heads of State's 11th goal. Knight with the pull. Keeps it low and flat. It's getting the distance, but it's not giving them time to run down, but still, we've got plenty of pace. Hamilton picks it up to Young. Young, a bit more hectic this time. They're working a bit harder. Aaron there with the disc. They'll make it a bit more, work a bit more lively, willing to take more risk. Over the top to Gibson. Gibson dishes up to Young. Looking for Neal. Finds Zev Fishman instead. It's probably the quickest O point from Magon there. Works down with about 8 or 9 passes there and stay in touch. The score's 11-7. Aaron Neal with the pull. He's playing a very, very good game today. Working hard, but definitely looks like he's got another hit or two left in him. Pull flows a bit too much and floats out of bounds. Shepherd will pick up the disc to start from the brick. Heads of State sticking with their horizontal stack. It's worked very well for them. Handler's playing out very wide. Magon's sort of playing with the. They've coming down with the junk zone. That's probably a little bit too slow to recognise. Still stuck with 4 handlers behind the disc. Cleviotis puts it out to Wise, who comes up with it. players calling it down. Wise intent that he got a hand under it. Not sure what the vision might tell you there, but from the sideline, the view was definitely obscured by the players. Play continues with Wise with the disc. Comes out to Austin. Oh, sorry, to Shepherd. Shepherd, big step out backhand to Bar. Bar to Shepherd. High flick over the top of Carlos Gross. Troy Stevenson coming to mark him there, which the wing exposed, but Carlos couldn't find it over the top. So back with Shepherd, 40 from goal. Pushes out open side to Cliviotis. Back to Shepherd. Breaks out the Bar. They're throwing straight into Deekman as he's looking at Ashcroft. Up the line. Troy Stevenson. Continue punching up the line with Aaron Neal. It's a nice flick out, but straight into Ashcroft. Didn't put enough on that flick there. Very, very hard throwing that kind of throw up the line in the wind. Shepherd with the disc. Wants it long. He's looking early. Runner over the top of Carlos Gross. Up to Cliviotis. Inboard to Gross again. Gross positioned himself so well this point. He's now moved back into handling. Wise. Break out to Gross. To Bar, sorry. He puts the disc down. Dekma to Aaron Neal. Aaron Neal is home, no mark yet. Cliviotis comes in. Gross with the disc as he was looking for Robertson. And Gross calls the timeout just to settle things down. It's 2 turnovers each. 2 to Andrew Barr from head to start, 2 to Aaron Neal. I think this game's definitely ramped up in intensity, and I think we'll probably see a few more nerves among some of the players. At the state to restart. Both teams were pretty reserved in that timeout until about the last 15 seconds. They both got very, very animated. I think this game's really got to kick up a notch. Gross. Out to Shepherd. Shepherd out to Wise, who has to get his bike. Gets it just before the line. But foot right on the line. Call out. Good spirit there by Wise to concede that. Aaron Neal pick up the disc. Inboard to Robertson. Robertson looking for Neal. But grasses it. Intention of where there was contact from Joshua Phillip on the mark. He's content to see the strip call there. Andrew Neal with the disc. Into Alan McFarlane, but we'll go back. Pick call back in the stack as Cliviotis fell behind. Andrew Neal to restart about 33 out from goal. Playing just strict man this time. Aaron Neal with the disc again. It's up the line. Dekma had to be a precision throw there. Hit Dekma right in the chest. Dekma to Andrew Neal. A couple of launch attempts there. Andrew Neal goes up the line. Hits McFarlane to go upwind. Magon now 8 points. Hos 11. And with less than about 12 minutes to go till time cap, I think we have a game. Magon with a crucial upwind point there. Still down a couple of defensive breaks, but that upwind might have inspired them to go on a bit. Aaron Neal with a big long pull, Blady pull. And Victor Tran stops it. Moves it quickly to Shepherd. Shepherd to Wise. Wise to Moroney. Moroney, regardless, one of the better poppers in the game. Hasn't played many points late in the game. Why does he say that? Dishes up to Cliviotis, who fails to grab a hold of it. Robinson with the disc about 10 from goal. And to Aaron Neal, who's definitely kicked up into another gear. Wants Robinson with a big layout. Clipped by Cliviotis on the way through, so he'll come up with the disc. Still about 15 from goal. At the state running with a very, very hard man ball. Hammer over the top looking for Robson. So from McFarlane. The guys are doing nicely ahead of a bit from Shepherd. And that is 11-9. Head to State called timeout after that goal there, just to stem the flow a bit. Magon got very animated to continue their energy, keep it up. By our count, there's probably about less than 5 minutes to play. Of course, the rule being once the point is finished after time cap, we add one to the highest, and that is the new points cap. So we're likely to time cap into the next point or two. Bar catches the pull into Shepherd, out to Wise. Into Shepherd. Magon with his own again. Maroney out to Bar. Gets it back. Obliviotis. Out to Shepherd. Good anticipation there from Andrew Neal. Doesn't quite get to it. Wise. Out to Shepherd. They're really starting to spread out the zone now to pick the gaps. Shepherd puts a little bit too high for Bar. Sails out of bounds. Magon gets right on the side, about 15 from goal. Aaron Neal picks up the goal. Wants it early. Not many options. And this goes to the ground. Look at Robson. Neal calls a foul. Obliviotis contests. Contends that he held his position well and Aaron threw into him. And with the restart, big break throw for McFarlane. McFarlane, 8 metres from goal, right in the middle of the field. Not many options coming. Wants the break, puts it up high. Looking for Stephen Brown. Catch just inside the end zone. It is now 11-10. Still in heads of state favour, but anything can happen in this next few minutes of play. Alright, live odds on the remainder of this game thanks to TomWaterhouse.com. There's a phrase that I hope will never ever be heard in Ultimate. Aaron Neal with the pull. Big long flyby pull. Bar stops it just inside the end zone. Into Shepherd. Shepherd out to Wise. Magon with his own again. I was having trouble breaking through it. They've put a few sketchy throws through that haven't come off. So Magon content to put the pressure on, put the head on. Wise and Hammer over the top to Obliviotis. Obliviotis to Shepherd. Obliviotis. And hand block there, but instead of Fishman, but very loud slap on the back of the hand. Gets back with Obliviotis to Wise. Wise to Maroney. Maroney content to hold on to it. Content to wait for an option to come up. Doesn't get to create too much himself just yet. To Shepherd. So Maroney patient with this to Shepherd. Still about 60 from goal. Finds a breakthrough to Obliviotis with the gap grab by Phillip. A lot of give go up the line. Obliviotis to Phillip again. Back to Wise. Oh, beautiful layout there from Adam Fagan there too. Anticipating that swing pass from Wise. Aaron Neal with the disc. Cullis. Gross. Nearly got there. Nearly got the D there on the run through. Pick has been called back in the stack. Just on that throw, so just remain with Aaron Neal, probably about 10 minutes from goal. Vertical stack from Magon there. Obliviotis on the mark. Neal wants the break, that's where the cuts are coming. Puts it out for McFarlane. Puts it out just too wide for his long reach. Foul called on the throw, we think. No, that's just simply Neal apologising to his teammate for putting it out wide. Shepherd will restart with the disc. Right on the sideline, 64 from goal. Magon continuing with their zone. Heads of state sticking with their horizontal offence. Carlos Gross getting out wide using the width of the field. Wise to Bar. To Shepherd. Maroney. To Shepherd. Magon's on a lot more intense than heads of states, a lot more pressure on the thrower. Bar. To Shepherd. Cody. Looking to carry through the fence with momentum, but I think Magon a bit wise to that. Stand off him as he catches it. Shep trying to draw a double team. And over the top to Bar. Playing conservative, just hanging on to it. Shepherd, number over the top to Wise, middle of the field. Wise out to Cliviotis. Puts the forehand up to Joshi Phillip versus Aaron Neal at the back with Joshi Phillip. Can't quite come down to it. Foul called by... No foul call there. Aaron Neal with the disc. 45 from goal. McFarlane puts it out wide to Robinson. He takes it high. Robinson puts a big, long, bloody flick up. Looking for Aaron Neal. Puts it out too far for him. As you can hear in the background, that is the time cap siren. So we'll complete this point before we know our new points cap. Shepherd with the restart, 64 from goal. To Wise, to Bar. To Shepherd. Shades of last year's quarterfinal here between Heads of State and Eastern Territories coming down to game point. To Shepherd with a big layup. Dive to save the disc there, keep it alive. To Bar. To Cliviotis. Hos still in their own end zone. The Shepherd's been quite conservative with this. Don't want to concede to Callahan at this stage of the game. Shepherd and Rody some good go. Rody through the middle to Cliviotis, puts it up high, puts him in danger. Plenty of Magon players up around the disc. Troy Stevenson's the one to come down with it. Dumps it out to McFarlane. Puts it out wide to... Not quite sure who caught the goal there. But Magon take the goal to make it 11-all. Adam Lafine with the goal there. Been quiet thus far, but he's had a couple of good grabs, including that one to make the score 11-all. We are now into sudden death. Just to set the scene here, we've got Magon from Auckland, New Zealand, white on the left of screen. Heads of State from Melbourne, the burgundy on the right. It's all down to this point for a top 4 finish at 2013 Australian Ultimate Championships. Hos with a very strong downwind advantage. I wouldn't be surprised if they put a long shot up early to try and get the quick win, or at least start from deep in Magon's own end zone. Robinson with his hand up, ready to pull. Let's just have the strong O-line with Welch Bowen on as a receiver. David Knight with the catch. To Shepherd. Shepherd puts it long, looking for Welch Bowen. Aaron Neal there. Joshi Phillip in with support. Aaron Neal comes down with the disc in a magnificent grab, 2-on-1. Calmly walks to the line. Hos set up there. The zone that's worked so well from all game. Aaron Neal. It's out to Diekma. Diekma to Tom Young. Tom Young out to Neal. Neal with the disc. Got 55 from goal. Young to Diekma. To Young. Young wants a dump. Not many options coming up for. Puts it out to Diekma. Stretches to catch it. Making Diekma is out. Young. Hammer over the top. Back and board to Neal. Sorry, to McFarlane. McFarlane back out to Andrew Neal, I think that is there. To Tom Young. To Diekma. Mill to Andrew Neal. Through to Aaron Neal again. Remaining very calm on the oath here. Scuba over the top to McFarlane. Out to Young, back to McFarlane. Good bid there by Wise. Strip call by Robertson. Wise contesting that one. Thinks he got the clean D first, but now withdraws the call now. Sorry, uncontested the call. This could be Robertson. Got 50 from goal. Young. Wise narrowly misses the bid to Andrew Neal. Andrew Neal for the layup. Hammer over the top to Aaron Neal. Floats for a while. Williams is coming in. Out to McFarlane. McFarlane to Young. Andrew Neal. Gap starting to open up in the zone here as they start to tire a bit. Andrew Neal. Breakthrough out to Aaron. And he's starting to get a little bit impatient. He wants something over the top. He wants a breakthrough. Wants a breakthrough. Looking for Deeper on the wing, all on his own. 10 from goal. Back in middle to Aaron Neal, who calls the timeout. The disc about 8 metres from the goal line in sudden death ultimate. Nervous times here with both teams' seasons on the line with this final point of the tournament. Coming in from a timeout. Store count will be on 0. Disc probably about 8 or 9 metres from goal, just in from the sideline. Hos coming out with the zone setup. Magon spread pretty wide. They seem content just to be able to move this disc until the gap opens up. Hos taking their time to set up. Just want to contain their energy for now. Welsh Bowen on the mark. Tim Wiseman and Shepherd, Andrew Barr making defence. Tom Young and Andrew Neal being the other handlers. Robertson in the middle. On his toes, ready to move. Plenty point sham going on. Both teams content just to wait till they're both completely ready. Aaron Neal wants to swing, puts it out, and McFarlane catches the head of Caliviota, swings it out back to Neal. Neal to Robertson. Robertson right on the goal line, and Magon get the win on Universe Point. They go through the semi-finals, 12-11. Exciting comeback there for Magon. They've done well to get themselves back in the game. Definitely contained themselves in the first half, saved all the energy for the second half. Disappointing to finish ahead to State, who had a great run through the tournament up to this point. And Magon will go through and play Colony in the semi-final. Simon Talbot here signing off for ulti.TV. Thanks for watching.